Dudes, are you ready to rock? There are so many super talented rock bass players that I thought it was about time that we did a video specifically focusing on the 10 best rock bass solos of all time. Now for this specific video, I'm going to be focusing on live performances, and with that said, let's get into it. Hey, it's Scott Devine here from scottsbasslessons.com, helping you take your bass playing to the next level. And on this channel, we focus on one thing and one thing only. We do YouTube tutorials, we talk about bass gear and everything in between. So if you're new here, make sure that you slap that like button below. So these solos are in no specific order. To be super transparent, I wrote them down as they popped into my mind. And I want to kick it off with this great solo with Michael Anthony, live with Van Halen, obviously. And this is maybe one of the first bass solos I ever heard in my life, because I can remember watching this on my couch before I was even a bass player. Just check this out. Check out the tone. It's absolutely killer. I love that note choice there. Is that really like cool, really great note choices? And give the dude some love in the comments for having a, Jack Daniels bass. Come on. So good. So next up we've got Geddy Lee. This is in 2011. He's playing his jazz bass. It sounds phenomenal. Love Geddy's playing. Just the attack behind the notes is killer. Now next up we've got Flea with obviously the Chili Peppers, and this is live at Slane Castle. A lot of rock style bass players, when they solo, it's like minor pentatonic blues scale stuff, right? And for the most part, that like Flea's a huge fan of that as well. But here he kind of steps out of it, and I love it. Check it out. Obviously, it's got a Phrygian type vibe to it. It's that bit specifically. Check it out. How's he getting that note? He's got an extra fret. It's not exactly that, but it's that kind of thing. But it's just great to hear him experimenting with that, and it sounds killer. It's some kind of... I'm kind of butchering it there, but it's something like that. Again, just great to him stepping out there. So next up, we've got the one and only John Mayung from Dream Theater, and this is The Dance of Eternity. Give me a shout in the comments if any of you guys can remember Under a Glass Moon. I can remember listening to that when I was a kid and trying to work out the guitar solo. Oof, so good. Anyway, check this out. So next up we've got Les Claypool, and this is with the band Frogs Brigade, and just again massive shout out for him for rocking the Robin Williams Jumanji type headgear here. I think he gets extra points for that, but just check out this stellar bass playing. cool, right? Obviously, this list would not be complete without the one and only John Entwistle. How cool is that? I think what he's doing is that kind of... Something. Now next up we've got the great Chris Squire playing with Yes, and this is the solo for Ritual, just a great example of it. Now next up is a bit of a wild card because we've got Stu Ham, who's not necessarily known to be a rock bass player because he's like obviously super versatile, but if you look at his career, he's played with so many amazing rock artists that I just had to include him. He's played with Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, you know, all of the guys, and frankly this solo is frightening. Just check his playing out, great. He actually does some really great slapping as well here. Country rock? Now obviously you've probably been waiting for him. We've got the one and only Cliff Burton. I love the way he uses the wah-wah in this. Animal. Woo! So good. It's so good. Now I've got one more for you, but before that it's time for question of the day. Out of the solos you've seen so far and the solo you're about to see, let me know in the comments which was your favourite. I'd be wildly interested. So last but absolutely not least, and by far my favourite rock bass player is Mr. Billy Sheehan. Just an absolute alien of a human being. This guy has just got, I can't even package up what he's got. It's something that nobody else has got, I know that for sure. The guy is just a beast. Just check this out. This is so scary. Nobody can do this except Billy. Woo! Tasty. So good, so good. I've played Billy's bass as well, when I last met him, and the action is not super low, it's just sort of like a regular P bass action. Too good. Dudes, thanks so much for watching, and obviously if you enjoyed the content in the video, make sure that you slap that like button down below. Now I've also got two super cool things for you, and both are free, so do not go anywhere. First up is my completely free bass players toolkit that you can grab via the link in the description below, and it includes loads of cool video resources like my video guide to dialing in the perfect bass tone, exactly how to set up your own bass so it doesn't play like a dog, and how to finally understand the modes, and a heap of other cool stuff as well. And secondly is a totally free 14-day trial to scottsbasslessons.com, which is the ultimate learning platform for bass players just like you. Scott's Bass Lessons has the largest and coolest video course library on the planet, and is essentially your chance to study with the best bass players on the planet from the comfort of your own home. Now, both of the links for those free things are down below. And with that said, hopefully I'll see you next time. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the shed.